Alright, welcome everyone. This is another episode of RCW Relentless as we are here with episode 3 of Season 2. Now we are starting a little bit later today because one of my good friends, he wanted to make sure that he could catch the stream a lot easier for him. So I wanted to make sure that he would be able to catch it live if he so desires to. So I did this for him. So as we have Brian Outlaw coming out here first with his outlier attire on, with his protege right there, Tyler Rage. Similar attire, similar color scheme there. There they are. As we have Chris Danger, his mortal enemy, coming out here with his menace attire on, missing the M there, but we'll fix that. With Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk Monster. Now, Lance Archer attacked The Rock at RCW Asylum, and it was Chris Danger that had said that him and Malakai Black teamed up together. Or I guess, developed a friendship. Nonetheless, is Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk Monster, and Chris Danger celebrating here during his entrance. I don't know how much celebrating they're going to be doing. After Brian Outlaw is done with them, but don't want to sound biased here. But we are still continuing the charity streams for this month of October. We might continue it into November too as well. Enter the command DV in chat. It is for a starting point, a organization dedicated to helping victims of spousal abuse, relationship abuse, domestic violence, however you want to word it. In honor of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, as we have Chris Danger with a Meteora right there. As Chris Danger and Brian Outlaw have had quite the history here on RCW. It was Karrion Kross that put Chris Danger through the announce table at RCW Vengeance that left Chris Danger with a torn ACL and a concussion. So, he was out for quite some time due to that. And then he came back on Relentless and tried to help out Moxley, of all people, and against Punk, and that didn't turn into Mox's favor. Mox ended up losing that match, and ultimately whatever Chris Danger was trying to do, it didn't work out. And then we'd seen him at ringside with Heather Wallace, and I don't know what that was. And now it's starting to all become clear to me now. He was recruiting people for Menace. That was the whole time. He was recruiting people for Menace here. And, I don't know how he got Lance Archer and Malakai Black to agree to be on his quote-unquote team, or to join his team here, but gotta hand it to him, as this is a no disqualification matchup here. There's a knee right there to the face of Chris Danger. A couple knees there. Like I said, these two have very violent histories with each other. Chris Danger coming in at Season 3 of RCW and aligning himself with the Outlaws, then turning his back on the now released Rogue family. The only one of the Rogue family to come back and return is Marielle Rogue, and she is on the Outliers team. As a lights out DDT right here. It's Lance Archer. Oh, wow. Brian Outlaw just landed a right hand on Lance Archer as Lance Archer was trying to distract Brian Outlaw, but it didn't work. He just came over there because he saw Lance Archer on the apron. He just wanted to give Lance a taste of his own medicine. Everybody dies when it comes to Lance Archer. As Lance Archer tossing the chair in. There's already a chair in here. It's a final calling right there from Chris Danger right onto Brian Outlaw. We might see 1-0 for Menace here as a kick out at 1. Now, I'm not one to keep records here in RCW, but it'll be interesting here now that we have 3 major factions here in RCW. We got the Savages, obviously, with Luna Outlaw and Lily Savage, Lazara, and Haley. We also have, the Outliers. And now we have Menace now. So, these are 4 major factions that we got going here. Is it Rainmaker DDT right there from Chris Danger. And again, distracting the referee. It's not needed. It's Chris Danger trying to use the chair. I don't know what Lance was looking to do there, because there are no disqualifications in this matchup. So I don't know what he was trying to do, like what benefit there was going to be to distracting the ref. Is Chris Danger going to launch himself onto Brian Outlaw here in this match. And the crowd's already chanting, "This is awesome, this is awesome." We've seen these two face off many times before, but nothing like this. Them a part of a team, and I never thought that I would ever see the Outlaws not be together anymore. I never thought I would ever see the Outlaws be in their own separate entities themselves and not be together as a family, but look at where we're at right now. And Jack winning his first title in RCW here with the Ravage Championship, beating Bryce Blackwell this past Wednesday. Definitely check that out on my YouTube channel or the VOD. There's still the VOD on the Twitch side of things too as well. So definitely check that out. It's Chris Danger. Chris Danger going to lift him up. Oh, the knees right to the back of Brian Outlaw right there. And kick out at 1 easily there. And Brian Outlaw is not allowing Chris Danger the satisfaction here, as Chris Danger has a crimson mask here. I believe it was the knees that busted him open initially. And there's Lance Archer coming into play, finally coming into play here, but Chris unable to take advantage as he's a little dazed in the corner. Oh, spoke too soon there. Oh, spear, but he whiffed on that one. There wasn't much of a spear there. Springboard moonsault right there off of the second rope. And now he is tuning up the band. Looking for sweet chin music right here. There it is. Perfectly connected. Not even any time for Brian to get out of the way. Count of 2 and oh, kick out at 2.5. This rivalry goes all the way back to season 5 of the show. Of the regular show, that is. Not Relentless. Relentless wasn't a thing when the rivalry happened, but it goes all the way back to season 5 of the show, which I believe it was like 2 or 3 years ago now. So, it's been a long time. So we might be looking for the curb stomp right here. Curb stomp right here. Shades of Seth Rollins. He couldn't beat him at Asylum. But that might be sending a message to the visionary of Seth Rollins to get the win over Chris and a kick out at 2. Tyler Rage watching on. Now, I'm not sure when In the Clouds will return with Sky Outlaw, as she's still very distraught at what happened at RCW Asylum. Aliza turning her back on Sky, and initially Brian Outlaw turning his back on his family again. It's like deja vu all over again. Brian Outlaw did the same thing in season 4 as a lights out DDT here. Right to Chris Danger. 1, 2 to get the win over Chris, and again, Chris just won't go away. Well, Chris tried for the clothesline, but a guillotine. You know what they say about payback, and Chris Danger's definitely getting it right now. And Tyler Rage is loving every second of this match here. Oh, and he's got the leg of Chris Danger in the chair. Oh, right there on the leg. Looked like to be the ankle or the knee. He's holding at his knee. A little bit of taunting there. Chris Danger gotta roll out. But Brian might be going to dive right on Chris, and there it is. Not even giving Chris any type of breathing room. There's Lance. Lance got met with a spinning heel kick. Oh, tried for the big boot. And Lance just shoving him off. You can see the size difference between Lance and Brian. Oh, but he's gonna lift him up anyway. Oh! Planning Lance Archer. But Chris Danger able to take advantage. Side Russian leg sweep. Very weird variation of that nonetheless, but still connected. Oh, super kick right to the midsection. Oh, what a right hand. And Lance doesn't even know what hit him. But that's when you take your eyes off of the prize there. You got to have your eyes on the prize, and that's the win. It's Chris Danger looking for a taste of danger, perhaps, but Brian Outlaw got it. Oh, super kick right there. And there's Lance Archer again. With the distraction, oh, but Chris Danger unable to take advantage still. Oh, gutbuster. Tyler Rage has had no need to help Brian Outlaw out here. Had absolutely no need. Oh, there goes Chris, though. No disqualification rules. And Brian's going to launch himself again on Chris here. With the toupee. We already seen Chris do it once. And also Brian as well. And somehow Chris still fighting back. We have a blockbuster main event. We have Jon Moxley versus Malakai Black in a no-holds-barred match, and he will be making his debut. Malakai Black. Your Honor, Relentless is a striking combination right here. From the internet darling of pro wrestling. Oh, and Brian again tossing Chris Danger. And this is more than just Menace versus the Outliers. It's a sense of betrayal there. from Chris Danger as a kick right to the face using the chair. Referee's distracted. Northern Lights. All these distractions aren't paying off for Chris Danger here. Oh, he's got it around the neck. Lance knows he doesn't like that. Referee's a little bit distracted as Brian Outlaw climbs on top here. 630, my God, right on the neck of Chris Danger. And Chris Danger just looked like a rag doll there. Lackluster cover. 1, 2. Chris Danger still able to get the shoulder up. But he's got him up. Lights out, DDT. The referee distracted again. Unable to get the pin, and again, the only reason Chris is in this match remotely is because of that man standing at ringside. Oh, and that knee strike right there. Oh, the knees right to the back. And Chris Danger always leaving time to gloat. Now he's going up top. Chris Danger gonna dive with the splash. 1, 2 to get the win over Brian, and he does. He got the win. The splash was just enough. But Lance Archer is the only reason, mind you, that he was even able to get the pin. That was legit the only reason why that man was able to win, and Lance Archer looking down at Brian Outlaw with Chris Danger all bloody gets the victory here. But don't go anywhere, folks. We still have more matches ahead of you as we go over to the break screen. Enjoy the music. All right, folks, we have tag team action ahead of you guys. As we have Love Machine coming out here, Percy Hancock and Buddy Loverboy. Percy's in the back there in the pink. I gotta say, I love these guys. I love these guys. They have the retro 60s, 70s vibe to them. Very unique look compared to what we're used to seeing here in the tag division in RCW, which is why our tag division is so unique. They got a victory over the Hit Squad, and now they're looking for a victory over the Fathers of Fear in Alpha and Omega. And this is a tag team Extreme Rules, which means both men of each respective tag team can be in the ring at the same time simultaneously. We have the Fathers of Fear. Alpha and Omega. Here they are. Now these guys are looking to bump up the rankings here in RCW for a tag team title shot held by Rhyme and Reason. Jacob Rhyme and Caleb Reason. And those guys deserve the titles. I gotta say. You know, those guys are probably the most improved tag team in this division. Like, they strung a lot of wins to get to where they are. And the two biggest wins, not only coming off of the tag team champions, the former tag team champions and the Ultimo Dragons, who are now released from their RCW contracts, but, you know, if they were able to defeat a tag team in which virtually almost none of the other tag teams were able to. In the Inner Circle, mind you, the Inner Circle in Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara had a 2-on-1 advantage when it was an elimination tag match at RCW Killshot, and they still couldn't get it done. It was Dragon who eliminated both men by himself after Drago got eliminated. And so now it is Love Machine, the new hottest tag team to be added to our tag team division and to be added to our roster here on RCW. And Rhyme and Reason and the rest of the tag teams, including Ragnarok, you know, the Outliers now, and Menace, have to be watching. Because this is just crazy. Now, one question that I always get asked is, you know, how do I plan out factions? How do I do factions? How do I, you know, plan out all of that stuff? Like, I feel like I don't want to be one of those E-Feds or one of those quote-unquote wrestling promotions that has too many factions. I don't want there to be too many. Originally, there was an idea for 5 factions, and I cut it down to 4. I cut it down to 4. You know, because we are making history right now with having the first all-female faction, and that was the first, like, biggest idea that I had, along with the Outliers as well, so you guys will just have to wait and see what happens with them as Percy Hancock with the powerbomb to, I believe, Alpha. Here on the outside is Buddy Loverboy taking care of Omega here. Tag Team Extreme Rules match. No weapons have been utilized yet, but if I had to give the edge to anybody, I think it would be Alpha and Omega here. Because, well, they seem like the guys that would definitely utilize more weapons. Oh, reversal. But Percy Hancock able to break up that pin there with his partner, Buddy Loverboy, and the pile driver. My God. Right to Omega, and Omega's out. The count of 2 on Alpha. And there's Percy right there to clean it up. Oh my God. Planting him face first. Oh, Buddy Loverboy. Buddy Loverboy was going to go for a low blow. He ended up hitting his own partner in a spine buster. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Alpha tried to come back there, but Percy Hancock stopped him. Now Buddy Loverboy on the back of Omega. Now he's looking to finish it up. Oh, what a neck breaker. Percy Hancock got to roll out. Buddy Loverboy unable to connect with his finishing maneuver there. That would have changed the whole landscape of this match. And now it's a 2-on-1 assault, it looks like. The knee. And oh, there's the other knee. There's the other knee. Buddy. 2, 3, and the Fathers of Fear defeat Love Machine. It was at the right time. Percy Hancock tried to break up the pin, but I believe it was Omega that stopped him. Look at this here. It's Alpha who saw Omega in trouble there. There's that knee. He tried to get, I believe it was Omega, come outside the ring, and there's that rear clothesline. And there's that pin. Well, looks like the Fathers of Fear are back to where they need to be, in the win column. But again, it's the miscues from Love Machine that have caused them to lose. I believe it was Annihilation, if I'm correct, that beat them the first time round because of the miscue. It was the miscue, I believe it was with their Love Train, with their finishing maneuver called the Love Train, that caused them to lose the first match. And again, it's the miscues, man. You have to make sure as a tag team that you are on the same page, and it appeared that the Fathers of Fear, Alpha and Omega, were just that. But don't go anywhere, folks. We still have more matches ahead of you guys as we go over to the breaks. As now we have your next matchup, folks, thanks to the Series X fast loading times. As we have CM Punk, the Cult of Personality, coming out here, the best in the world. CM Punk. Special thanks to Omega Man X44 for this call of CM Punk, and congrats to him for getting a Series S, one of the next-gen Xbox consoles. He just said that on Twitter this morning, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be creating a shit ton of more wrestlers. It's guys like him that keep the the game alive. There's a reason why 2K19 is still going strong, not only just because 2K20 doesn't work, but we all have demons and we all deal with them in mysterious ways as Sinister comes out here. And man, every time I say that, it never gets old. I have to say, it never ever gets old. Now Sinister had wanted this match. I don't know why. Because going up against the best in the world, that's a pretty damn courageous thing to do, I guess. You gotta have a lot of courage to go up against someone at the pedigree of CM Punk. And that's not a diss to Sinister. Sinister almost won the Battle Royale. He was actually, I believe, he was eliminated by CM Punk in the Battle Royal. And in that Battle Royal, whoever won it got to have a future title shot, and it was Kevin Owens who eliminated CM Punk, ultimately. So this is... And it was on Relentless, too. So we'll just have to wait and see. Is this a 2 out of 3 falls match? Is a neck breaker here, right? To Sinister. Oh, is a kick right there. Tried. Oh, what a right hand from Sinister. Oh, but a kick right to the midsection. Rolling Sabat kick right to the midsection there. Oh, a good kick to the back. As Punk taking advantage. Another good kick. Now Punk, significantly more wrestling experience than Sinister, but that's not to say we haven't seen a lot of upsets and a lot of twists and turns here on RCW. Oh, but Sinister gonna plant the best in the world right there. That did not look good for Punk. And the strength on display here from Sinister. Now the purple attire, a gift from Sky. Given, and those two, I have to say, those two have a very strange relationship. And I've said it ever since Sinister had given back the mirror that Sky once had. And you can just tell from their Twitter text message exchanges that this is just a very odd type of relationship. It's not your typical love story either. It's just very, very odd and very, very peculiar, folks. That's all I gotta say to that. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of people here. One being Ice Strike 256, and I just want to give a shout out to him, buddy Ryan, who does awesome game and tech reviews and stuff. Like, even though I'm not interested in half of the stuff that he reviews, I just watch it anyway because just the way he reviews stuff. He's very knowledgeable on his shit, and he is like, no wonder why companies want him to review their stuff, because he's just very knowledgeable. And also, you know, the way he deals with trolls and the way he deals with the way he carries himself, you know, as a content creator, I absolutely love him. He's 100% supportive of the stream, and he is fantastic. Definitely check out his stuff. He likes to do a lot of emulation stuff, as well as, you know, some Zelda stuff, some retro stuff. He does a lot of good stuff. And his content is just pure gold, and I guarantee you guys would like it. He actually likes playing a lot of games where he can interact with the chat a lot more, and so that he can interact with you guys. So that's why he loves playing Apex. I know that's one of his games, but the reason why he also doesn't like playing Apex too much is because you know, he can't really pay attention to the chat. Like, he wants to talk with everybody in his streams, and it's hard for him to do that when, you know, he's playing a Battle Royale game and he's got to pay attention to what's going on. So, definitely check him out as Punk with a reversal there. He was in a precarious position as a kick right to the back again. Still no falls yet, but Punk may be looking for a one right here. GTS, the go to sleep, right to Sinister, right in the middle of the ring here. 1, 2 to get the first fall and a kick out easily. Almost. Might as well call that 2.9, and what an enziguri. Sinister has had lackluster offense here against the man who eliminated him in the Battle Royal. Maybe I spoke too soon on that as a neck breaker again. He's telling everybody to hush. There's another neck breaker. Uh-oh. I've seen this before. He's done it to Bryce, and he's going to do it to Punk. He's got him up. Looking to send Punk night-night. Sweet dreams, Punk hands in bed. 1, 2, and another kick out, but this time it's from Punk. And these two still battling for the first fall as Sinister draws that line. A little bit of a roll-up. Caught him here. He might have caught him, and a kick out at 2. Thank you for the follow, Way Too Gimped. I appreciate it. A follow on Glimish and a follow on Twitch. By the way, folks, still continuing the charity streams all this month. Enter the command DV in chat. I don't know why my timers and shit aren't working, but the highest donator, by the time we end the charity streams, we've been doing this all month, but the highest donator, the person that is the most generous, will get a free piece of merch free of charge from my merch store. So, for those of you that want to get into that, well, you know how to do it. And it's a way for me to give back as well to you guys for not only supporting a good cause, but, also supporting something that is very, very prevalent in our society. And, unfortunately, prevalent in our society. It's very, very unfortunate, and I want to do my part and help those out that might not be so lucky to get out of a situation like I did. There's no victim's story is the same. Everybody's story is different, and everybody deserves for their story to be heard as well. So. But let's get back to the match, shall we? As we have Punk and Sinister here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And this is kind of like a grudge match, if you will, from the Battle Royal that took place on Relentless when Sinister was eliminated by Punk, and Punk getting a shot right to the side of the face. And that submission there. Oh, what a big boot there. But Sinister keeping up with Punk here. Oh, the brain buster. Telling everybody to hush. Once again, neck breaker right to Punk. Could he be getting the first fall here? Count of 2. And a kick out. Referee doing a very good job here tonight with the counts. As he might be looking for heads in bed, but there's Punk. Punk caught it. Punk caught it. Punk's gonna lift him up into the GTS and then busted him wide open. 1, 2 to get the first fallen. Punk does. Now, Sinister must come back from a 1-0 deficit and get 2. Oh, but Punk might be looking to finish this one early. Another GTS. But you can see here, he went down to 1 knee. 1, 2. Will that be it? No. Him going down to 1 knee allowed Sinister just enough time to recover for that kick out. Oh, and that boot right to the face. And oh, the belly to belly. And Sinister might have just found a way back in this. Oh, now looking to submit CM Punk. Looking to tap him out. Wrenching on that back. The neck and back of the much older CM Punk. There's a thing called ring rust. And your body ages as you age. And, well, it appears that Punk is the anti-aging process almost. He still has it. And Sinister's seeing that right now. But Sinister is not going to give up here as he's lifting him up. Look at the strength. And that stare down. Again, it is Sinister that's got to come back from this 1-0 deficit. Oh, Punk with a double foot stomp to the chest. And Punk has the GTS loaded up, ready to go at any time, but a Falcon Arrow. Oh, but Sinister still fighting back. Sinister. Oh, he's going for it again. Gonna plant him. What a camera angle right there. Perfect. On a couple boots to the face. Look at the blood in Sinister's eyes right now. Sinister going up. I don't think that that's a good idea. Sin, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh! That was lucky there. Because I've seen Punk catch many wrestlers off of the top rope and turn it right into the GTS afterwards. So it was very lucky that that's not what happened there. Oh, missing the right hand. Sinister, though. Oh! The bedtime story day! 1, 2, right on Punk, and he's got it! It's tied up just like that. And Sinister hit the bedtime story knee out of nowhere. And Punk just saw his lead evaporate just like that. I'm talking 28-3 Patriots versus the Falcons in that Super Bowl. But is Punk gonna have to feel the stench of that? Let's hope not. Sin again taking down the best in the world. Sin continuing to fight here. Sin, oh my. Almost got him with that splash. Oh, what a clothesline. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sin might be lifting him up here. Looking for heads and men. But Punk reversed it. Punk, of all people, reversed it. And a shot to the back. And now we are seeing him perched up on the top. There's Punk. Oh, And now Punk crashed and burned. That may come back to bite him. My God, face first into the canvas. The veteran can't afford to make mistakes like that. And a kick out at 1. I could see that from a rookie, but not from a veteran like CM Punk. Not from him. Oh, good jawbreaker there. Possibly looking for Anaconda Vice. No. Sinister again. Sinister holding his own. Oh, here it is again. A neck breaker. Rolled over into the cover. 1, 2. It might be the end of Punk, and no, it's not. A kick out of 2. I don't know what Sin must be thinking now. Sin's got to be thinking there's got to be something I got to do, and he's going to do it. Looking for heads in bed once again, but Punk again with the reversal and a clothesline. Sin just unable to connect. And now Punk's going up top with that elbow drop. The elbow drop right there. Right onto Sinister. 1, 2 to get the victory. And Sinister just got the shoulder up at 2 again. Oh, the enziguri there. Sinister not quick enough. Well, just couldn't quite connect, and there's Sinister again. Both men on the outside here. Oh, the Northern Lights. Count of 2, count out of 20 under RCW rules. And these two are just fighting for the final stretch. It's like the 7th inning stretch in a baseball game. These two are fighting blow for blow here. And one move could be the end of it. Oh my God. This does not look good for Punk right now. What started out as a dominant match from the veteran CM Punk has turned into an instant classic. Count of 10. Oh, looking for the Anaconda Vice on the outside. The Anaconda Vice right here. On the outside. Sinister's tapping. Sinister's tapping, but it's not going to matter. Sinister tapped, but it didn't matter because it didn't happen in the ring. And now he's just tossing him around. Oh, but Sin coming back with a headbutt of his own. Couple of shots with the hands. Oh! Count of 7. Oh, there's those Northern Lights again. Count of 8. Oh, what a knee! Shout out to Adam Cole right there. Count of 11 is Sinister now getting back in the ring. And now he knows all he has to do is land this. He's looking to send CM Punk night-night. Heads in bed. He finally landed it. Will it be enough to defeat Punk? No. Not enough. Not enough. Sinister. Oh, what a super kick right to the face of Punk. This could not be more brutal. Under regular match rules, too, as well. You know, I mean, we could have made this match Extreme Rules, no holds barred. We could have done that. But to see a grueling match like this, where it's just guys battling it out, no weapons, no advantage, no nothing. It's just guys battling it out to figure out who's going to be the winner. Anaconda Vice right here. Locked in. He already tapped once on the outside. Is he going to do it here? Yes. Yes. He's got it. Sinister's got a tap. And Punk. He got it to happen once. And it didn't matter then. But when it mattered most, he got that tap. But hats off to Sinister here in this grueling match. Sinister looked like he was absolutely going to get dominated in this match, but it didn't turn out to be that way. Punk got a run for his money here. It wasn't a simple match for the veteran. And Sinister's not a rookie by any means, but if you were to compare him to CM Punk, he's a rookie in those eyes. CM Punk gets the victory here, but let's go to your main event, folks. Aleister Black, or Malakai Black, I should say, versus Jon Moxley. No holds barred. All right, folks, main event time. No holds barred. Malakai Black comes out here. Now Malakai Black has made his presence known on RCW by hitting Bryan Danielson, with a black mass kick. That famous roundhouse kick that has left so many people laying in that middle of the ring. And now Malakai Black just look at this man. This man is something else. And the House of Black is about to be unleashed here. And Moxley may be a brutal man. And this match, some would say, with this stipulation of no holds barred, would favor Moxley. And it just might. You might want to rethink that. With a man like Malakai Black there, but the innovator of unscripted violence, Moxley, Jon Moxley, that is. Coming out here, special thanks to Omega Man X44 for these cause of Malakai Black and Moxley. Like I said, it's creators like himself that keep this game alive and have kept this game alive for 3 years. And like I said, it's not just because 2K20 didn't work. I think even if 2K20 did work and was a functioning game, that more people would be on 20 just because, or 19, excuse me, just because, including myself, like me, like even if 2K20 did work, the only benefit I would have is the fact more matches in universe mode. Instead of 7, you could have like 16 or 17, I think, at max. So, that was the only benefit to me. And having the Fiend in the game. But now that Bray Wyatt is released from WWE, chances are he probably won't be in the game. So, we'll find out what happens. Malakai Black with his bicycle knee strike there. The spinning bicycle knee. Right to Moxley, and Moxley doesn't even know what hit him. Moxley, he's going to have to find a way to slow down the quick pace of Malakai Black and keep this match in his ballpark. With it being no holds barred, it's definitely in his. But if Malakai Black can keep the pressure, and Malakai Black wins the quickness battle, it could be all over for Moxley. Speaking of which, he was going right after the legs there. But Malakai reversing the pressure onto Moxley now, as Moxley grabbing at his knee, as you can see there. Moxley, though, Moxley tried for a forearm, completely missed. And now trying to submit Moxley. Moxley rolls through. Moxley with a clothesline in the corner. Malakai Black pushing him away. Kitchen sink right there. No holds barred. Like I said, it plays into the ballpark of Moxley. But Malakai Black grabbing a chair here. Trying to hit him off the apron with the chair, but that's not going to work. Moxley with the Irish whip to the corner. Tried for a forearm, no. And there's that quick striking ability again on display from Malakai Black. There it is again. Moxley with just the power. Malakai might have the speed advantage. Nobody's disagreeing with that here. But Moxley has the power advantage. And well, you know, he's more accustomed to these matches, I would say, than Malakai Black. If this was just a regular mano-a-mano one-on-one wrestling match, the advantage would go to Malakai Black straight away. Out of pure quickness. But the fact that there are no rules, it plays into the playbook of Moxley. And there's that famous pose from Malakai Black. And the Dragon Screw leg whip there, taking out the leg. Very wise. As that is pretty much all of the offense that Malakai has. You take that away, he's got nothing. Kick out at 1 easily. Man, what a match this is, folks. No weapons really have been utilized at all. Cutter there. Right to Moxley. And now a roundhouse kick there right to the head of Moxley. And now we all know what's going to happen next. The House of Black is about to rain on the Moxley Black Mass. That's it. That's it. No! Moxley with a kick out at 2.5. Not many people kick out of the Black Mass. But we just seen it. Moxley is a different breed. DDT! And he is fired up. Good elbow drop there. Again, this plays into the wheelhouse of Moxley. This no-holds-barred matchup. Looking for a paradigm shift, perhaps. What? Malakai with a shot right with a knee strike right there. And now Moxley. In a heap of trouble here is Malakai Black. Oh my God. Malakai Black wrapping the chair around the neck of Moxley. Now he's going to the top. Oh my, the moonsault right on the chair. And Moxley is writhing in pain. You saw the referee. He had to check on him. And a roundhouse kick. Not giving him any time. Oh, but Moxley knew what Malakai Black was looking to charge up. There it is! Black Mass, no! Moxley was just able to grab the foot of Malakai Black. And I apologize for the screen here. It went into night mode real quick. Let me turn that off. Let me turn that off. It went into night mode real quick. Where is that? Where is that? Was it System, I think it was? It was a new update that they had. Where they might be here. Night mode, here it is. No, thank you. There we go. The paradigm shift on Malakai Black. Got a kick out of 2.5. Again, I apologize, folks. I shouldn't have had that set there. I forgot I had that set. I didn't know it actually changed the screen of the game. I thought it wouldn't do that, but I thought it would only do that if you weren't in one, but okay. As Moxley is on the comeback here. Oh. Moxley now working on Malakai Black, but Malakai Black with those quick strikes in the knee. And Malakai, oh. Malakai looked to do something there, but a back suplex. He looked to do something, but he couldn't. And sitting down in front of Moxley. Now Malakai with a couple of clotheslines here. And a kick right to the back of the leg, getting that hamstring. And a roundhouse kick again. And Moxley might be done. Oh, looking for Black Mass. But Moxley reversed it. Moxley! Rolling up Malakai. Paradigm shift once again. 1, 2, did he just beat Malakai Black? Yes! He rolled him up into the paradigm shift. And the debut of Malakai Black went south. These two didn't even have to use any weapons. They're weapons within themselves. I mean, except for the chair a few times. Moxley had already reversed the Black Mass one time. And Moxley has defeated Malakai Black. But mind you, it was Chris Danger that tried to recruit Moxley to Menace. So what if this is all part of his sick, twisted game? We'll have to find out.